I think what's missing a lot in how organizations are changing to get better at software is what exactly management is supposed to do to show people and model how they think the organization should work if they're going to be more product focused with how they do their software. So that's why I was looking forward to talking with Jana, who has been working on this kind of thing firsthand on her own, and now by talking with lots of large organizations doing this. And here's a little excerpt of one kind of tactic she was discussing that can help management start to change.
We have this cool example where someone says, okay, the ceiling is 10 meters high, and someone else says, no, it's 12 meters high. Okay, let's compromise, it's 11 meters. Those compromises don't work. They are good for social cohesion, but social cohesion doesn't get you to the truth. So the idea of being comfortable to have uncomfortable conversations and challenge each other and then walk out and commit to something is something that I've learned a lot in Amazon, and that is different from many of the customers I work with and the companies I've previously with, where there isn't enough space to do that and still work out as friends, and then also commit to something that maybe you don't quite agree with. I think that takes a lot of self-realization and humility, and also being very comfortable with being vulnerable. But the way you can do that is by getting it away from the person, is by saying we're going to operate data-driven. So it's not about my opinion or your opinion. And it's actually okay to be wrong if the data says something different, because this isn't personal anymore. This isn't my ego isn't hurt if I am wrong. The data is now supporting something different. So get away from the players and think about the game. To my point of making change easier and less painful for people, this gives also leaders the chance to get away from this pressure of having to be right and not being able to step back when experiments fail. You can actually say, look, we've experimented. The data says what we did here doesn't work. So let's take a different approach. And then it goes away from being personal and having personal conversations. And you can actually say we are pivoting. It's much more comfortable that way.
There's a lot of other little tactics and pieces of advice and things you can do. If you go to softwaredefinedtalk.com, you can check out the rest of the interview. You can also watch the rest of the video on YouTube. Enjoy.